6:08 in the morning, still 8th. I want you people out there who might find it unlikely that the Abwehramt might be doing this to the extent that I assure you they are doing it. I want to point out to you people something. I want you to understand that the Abwehramt and its predecessors, whatever they were called, namely going back all the way to either already before World War II and or very early on in World War II, namely, not to be misunderstood here, I'm not talking a bunch of Nazis, I'm actually talking the fucking Habsburg Dunstkreis, where the fucking Ugas took it to, and the fucking Habsburgs took it to some of their officers that may have served in whatever German army. Ever since then, basically what today is the Abwehramt, those very same people, those of course are dead by now, I'm aware of that, and they're not stored anywhere or anything, they're dead. But those same kinds of people have continuously been utilizing that shit out of these here parts, which sets them apart from pretty much anybody else on this fucking planet. Because the original mankind ending wanting new Jews, as I call them, that flavor of Ugogas, is long dead. Those you have today are basically attempts to recreate them by the bitch queens and or are tainted by the bitch queens and so on and so forth. So they're not the real thing anymore. On Albion, you have the situation. That stupid bunny fuckfuck betrayed everything. Betrayed the OMD. Did away with the OMD. Whereas the Abwehramt got all but betrayed. The Abwehramt may have very well contributed to bringing down the OMD. And I do want to remind some people in fucking America of it, such like the OMD that you had over there, for they were there, I assure you. Which means that those very people still, they are the oldest long-time users who did not change from way back when. It's not the same generations anymore, but it's that same kind of people. The military, what originally was the military context of the fucking Habsburgs and them thar people, that the Ugas took it to either before the war already, with the and I don't consider that very likely, with the knowledge of the 16th, or actually more likely just to make sure, and or because the 16th lost it and Nazi Germany proved ever so slightly less useless than the 16th had imagined, then the Ugas took it to the Habsburgs. And ever since that day, quintessentially what today is the Abwehramt, that very same thing has these technologies. And nowhere else in the world do you have a situation where continuously for such a long time the same type of very specific, for the certainly willing executioner group, but even really interest group, has had that situation. Because everywhere else they either died away or were conquered by the bitch queens, or at least tainted by the bitch queens or whatnot, or were betrayed, like on fucking Albion, by fucking bunny fuck and whatnot. Only the fucking Abwehramt goes all the way back. I want you to get that in your fucking heads. We are not talking outlays a bunch of fuckers from a wee little fuck army of a wee little fuck country. That is not what we are talking about. You don't get these technologies. You don't get what these fuckers build up in, though they've lost some of it, in quintessentially expertise, let's call it that, what these fuckers have built up in infrastructure hereabouts, and I don't mean Vienna, I don't mean ex-Austria, I mean the center of fucking Europe and there beyond, and how they have completely conquered you fucking Americans here. I have said in the past that every single fucking American who sets foot into these here parts gets his mind fucked like crazy. Every of your staff here, everyone, in Vienna for instance, everybody You're fucking Mr. Ketchup, Kerry dude. He was here like a year or two ago constantly for some funny conference. You can bet your ass that all the while the Abwehramt were fucking his mind crazy. Not that he wouldn't get his mind. He's a complete puppet, mind you. Please don't get us wrong, like they all are. But you don't... Chances are you laugh at these videos of mine because you find it hard to wrap your completely fucked mind about how what the Abwehramt, we even have to look up what they are. You don't understand the historic development of that. Here I am explaining it to you. And when I tell you, do away with the Abwehramt, I mean do away with the Abwehramt. And I don't mean via this shit. This shit, meaning the inhumane technologies. I mean in old-fashioned manners. No matter how large-scale you deem steps necessary, as the prime protector of mankind, I give you green light to take whatever steps necessary to do away with the Abwehramt.